In this lesson, we're going to talk about basic object construction tools. Specifically, we're going to talk about dynamic input. The main characteristic of any CAD system is its ability to create and modify 2D or 3D geometric entities quickly and accurately. One of the major enhancements of the AutoCAD 2006 version was the introduction of the dynamic input feature. This addition greatly enhanced the AutoCAD heads-up design interface. The dynamic input feature provides the user with visual tooltips and entry options right on the screen. Dynamic input provides a convenient command interface near the cursor to help the user focus in the graphics area. When dynamic input is on, tooltips display information near the cursor that is dynamically updated as the cursor moves. To switch on the AutoCAD Dynamic Input option, use the Customization option in the bottom right corner. Toggle on or off the Dynamic Input option by clicking on the bottom button in the status bar area. We're going to show off how this helps us by using the line command. We're going to start the line command, and I want you to move the cursor in the drawing area. Notice the displayed tooltip which shows the coordinates of the cursor position. If we type 3, I want you to notice the input is entered in the first entry box. If we hit Tab key once to move the input focus to the second entry box and then type 2, notice the input is displayed in the second entry box. If we hit the Enter key once to accept the inputs, note the point is placed using the world coordinates. We now notice that the tooltip is set to use polar coordinates by default. If we type 2 into the input, it is displayed in the entry box, and then we hit Tab. Notice that it's going to ask us for the angle using polar coordinates of the second point. We're going to type 30 and select Enter and create a line that is 2 units long at an angle of 30 degrees. We're going to move the cursor upward and toward the right side of the screen, and notice the tooltip is still set to using the polar coordinates. To switch to using relative Cartesian coordinates, we use a comma as the specifier after entering the first number. So we're going to type 2, 3, and notice the input option now is set using relative Cartesian coordinates. If we hit the Enter key once, accept the inputs, notice that we have gone over to the right 2 units and up 3 units from where we were. If we move the cursor towards the left side of the position until it's near a 180 degree angle and type 4, notice the input is displayed on the screen. If we hit the Enter key once to accept the input, notice a horizontal line is created. In effect, we just created a line using the direct distance option. If we go down to the status bar area and right-click on Dynamic Input, we can change the dynamic input settings. It opens a dialog box providing different controls to what's displayed when the dynamic input is on. Note the dynamic input feature has 3 components: pointer input, dimensional input, and dynamic prompts. You can turn any of these on or off to have dynamic input act how you would like.